Hey, you can call me Pooch, and I am your new creative bestie. I'm really sorry if you're not in the market for new friends, but here we are. You're stuck with me. Today I am getting rid of this camera, or at least I think I am. There's a myriad of reasons as to why I might get rid of it. First things first, I have to explain that this camera has literally changed my life, and I know that feels dramatic to say. Maybe it is dramatic to say. It's not exaggeration. It truly has changed my life. Let me get a little bit lower here. You know, I'm actually saying goodbye because there's an issue, and I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it here on the screen, but do you see? You can see it. Oh, there's a crack. I cracked it. I dropped it. So did I make a clickbait title? I hope not, because I am actually considering, after I get the quote to get this fixed, selling my X100V. And so today, before I say goodbye, for now, not forever, I thought we should get out and shoot. And maybe just kind of have one last hurrah with it before it gets repaired, and really assess deeply, down into my core, whether or not it's something worth keeping. I think that it is. I also think that it may not be. This is how my brain works. I'm confidently second guessing everything that I'm thinking. I know I'm gonna make the right choice. I just don't know when. Okay, I think, let's get to it. Do I want to start over here? Or no, you know what? Let's keep going. Let's keep pushing. The cool thing about this park is that it's open from sunrise to sunset. So that means essentially all day. You can take advantage of the sun. I have to have my coffee this morning. Lots of beautiful wildflowers over here. So I think this will be a good spot. I'm going to pull off up here at this lot. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. It'll be worth it, I believe. We're gonna go for a little bit of a walk now, and I don't often film in spaces like this, so I guess I always have to prepare for the eyeballs. Ooh, sorry, the sun. The funny thing is about all of this is that I had planned a whole list of things that I was gonna complain about when it came to this camera. As I'm prepping to write all my complaints down, I thought to myself, maybe I should do a better job at prepping, and I did a quick little Google search and found out that Fuji has dropped some updates. And so all of my points in the next 2 seconds are gonna be, so my experience shooting Fuji RAW has not been awesome, and I'm taking off the strap so I can show you guys. The one thing that has driven me crazy is that I could not see a clean image. I couldn't see a raw image through my camera. It kept putting all of the JPEG simulations on my camera. It was driving me nuts, and I thought, surely this is what's going to keep Fuji cameras out of the hands of pro shooters. Not that shooting RAW makes you a pro, but I think you know what I'm saying here. But here's the thing, Fuji's gotta be smarter than me. They just have to be. And so last night I did a quick Google search, and I found that, of course, there is something called live view mode. It's a setting that Fuji has. This takes away all of the guessing, the saturation, too much contrast, all of that, and just gives me a raw image. It's no surprise that they're smarter than me, and I just felt silly. I felt dumb, but I don't like to call myself dumb, so I felt silly. Try to take a little photo. I like this bend here, the way that the path leads around the water. And it's also nice to see all of the people. In a video like today's, there's so many ways and so many topics that I could try to cover that also isn't just like rinse and repeat content from other people. So I'm doing my best. I hope that this is resonating with you guys. It's a little bit of a different approach for me too. I'm realizing I'm not getting out enough. I'm sitting in the studio, I'm talking about cameras, I'm reviewing things, but I'm not doing enough actual photographing, and that is a big issue. Oh, this is actually a really nice shot. I had to get photos of the ducks eating. I was sitting there waiting for both of them to go ass up into the water, out of the water. But outside of the duck butts, the other thing I want to talk about is that I really hated with a passion the Fujifilm app. Horrible experience, especially trying to film yourself. I made a short film, literally trying to film it was miserable. Exposure and focus and everything was just atrocious. Until you get an app, it's not viable for me to try to use this out in the field by myself. Well, Fuji put out a software update, and alongside of that software update, they also have a new app, and everything is like crazy exposed, or say overexposed. There might be a really nice moment here in a second with this person in the pink coming up. Let's try this. Do I like this photo? No, I don't like this photo. Let's see if I can nail that. Okay, I'm really happy with that. I hope. Again, everything will be determined in post because I have no idea how this live view mode is actually going to translate over into my photos. My hope is that everything looks normal. We'll see. But I thought it would be important to show you the actual app. Last night at my home with Wi-Fi, it did great. Let's see what happens. I also made some friends over here and hoping that they stay ahead of the video. So I got my phone here and I got the Fuji. The new app is called the X app. You can download it on the App Store. And look, it's got my camera. I don't know if you can see that or not. Sorry for the angle here. It's got my camera already synced up to it. I did that last night. So turning the camera on, let's just go ahead and click on image acquisition and photography. So it's doing its searching right now. I'm just trying to make sure you guys can see the screen here. Feature uses Wi-Fi. Uh-oh. Maybe I spoke too soon. Let's try again. Oh, here we go. Okay, it's on. And so now, again, it might be hard to see, but I am connected. Here's the deal. This whole sequence failed miserably because the app crashed multiple times. I had to keep running back and forth, and I think it was because of the distance between myself and the camera. Okay, that's enough of this. I spent too much time doing it anyway. 6 out of 10, 5 out of 10 is my review. I want to go take a photo of it really quick. It looks too good to be true. Look at him. Please don't be bothered by me. Please don't be bothered by me. Let's think I'm overexposed by a hair. Maybe I'll do a silhouette shot. I hope you're having fun with this. I'm having a blast. This has been a really fun way to shoot a YouTube video. One that I've never really done it like this before, and I am enjoying it. I feel like there's this pressure to be somebody I'm not half the time. And you would think that I've gotten over that, right? Over the past 2.5, 3 years that I've been doing YouTube. But no. It's still something I think about almost daily. Oh, do you see that? Do you see the horses running? Oh, that is sick. I've got to get that photo. Holy shit. This is like picturesque, an ideal moment. I've got to do this. Got to get this photo. That's crazy. Gotta take this off. What an awesome photo. That couldn't have been more perfectly timed, honestly. I am just snapping as much as I can right now. As much as I absolutely can. Wow, that was really cool. I need to go back and look at the footage and see if we got those photos or not. I jumped out of my car with the headband on and everything. I looked like a fool. I looked like a crazy person. Oh, that really filled me up. That was cool. That was so great. Just wanted to get a little bit closer to the horses. Horsies. They're so pretty. For the longest time, I was scared of them. I guess you're scared of things, or things that you are scared of, you learn to hate. There's a lesson to be learned there that I'm not willing to teach. I was scared of them until I went to Iceland and I rode a horse. I rode one of their Icelandic horses, which, please know, it's not a pony, and it changed my life. I loved it. I loved every second of riding that horse. I've really grown to enjoy them, find them beautiful. I find their power inspiring even, and there's something beautiful to that, right? There's so much in life that we can't control. And sometimes you just have to admire the things you can't control and look at them as beautiful, as complex, as intimidating, terrifying. I'm not trying to get too philosophical here. This is like what I do. I really enjoy thinking and sharing, talking to myself and processing as I take photographs. In a way, it's a free therapy. If patient was myself and the therapist was also myself. Any therapists listening, please know I do go to therapy. Don't worry. Here are my final thoughts. My two main gripes, right? The issue with not being able to see a natural view, and then my issue with the app. They were remedied last night, but I don't think that they were remedied in full. Because honestly, natural live view is great. I had a way harder time seeing through my LCD screen, and then bringing up the EVF, it feels totally different. It feels less luminant, if you will. And that's something that I wasn't expecting. The other thing that I will say is that the app works well within maybe about 2.5, 3 feet of distance between me and the camera right now. I feel like the app would do well at this distance. Are those two things worth selling a camera over? I'm not sure. There's one last thing that has been bugging me about the camera, I think that it's been blown out of proportion. What I'm not saying is that since now everyone loves it, I don't want it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be different. What I'm saying is that have I wrung all of the joy that I could get out of this camera? I think that's more important than any spec or any hype around a camera is, does it bring you joy when you click the shutter? That being said, I'll have some time away from it and maybe that'll help me. Maybe shipping it off to get repaired will, I don't know, rewire my brain. Distance makes the heart grow fonder, right? The journey of creativity as a photographer does not have to be lonely. And as your creative bestie, your photography bestie, you're stuck with me now. And your journey is gonna be a lot less lonely if you continue to stick around. My goal is to support you, to inspire you, to challenge you. And the best way that I know how to do that is to simply share my experiences as a photographer and show you what it's like to start from nothing and then continue to hopefully grow. So if all that sounds good to you, subscribe please. Like, comment, click the notification button to be notified, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Probably shouldn't have done that. In this SpongeBob box is the X100V.